I'm Albert, and from what I hear, you're Aiden. You have quite the reputation, my boy, for being fearless, for boldly crisscrossing the city at night, as if it were broad daylight.
You believe all that?
At first, I didn't believe, because a pilgrim's always a guy with some kind of dark past. A bandit, a rebel, an outcast. But from what they say about you...
I'm sure whatever you've heard is an exaggeration.
Nonsense, my boy. I have something you probably don't come across all that much. Faith. Faith in you.
I'd be careful with that.
It's no time to be careful, my boy. I believe that your strength, determination, and courage are just what you need to retrieve priceless treasures before they are lost forever. Before mankind is plunged irrevocably into the intellectual and philosophical Dark Ages.
So, your books, then?
This isn't about dime store paperbacks, boy. I'm talking about the greatest works of literature ever created through the eons of human existence. The greatest thought pieces, philosophical treatises, works of romance, drama, and horror. All of which serve to illuminate and uplift humanity itself. Losing such a heritage would reduce us to cavemen, with no better way to express ourselves than through savage grunts as we scratch crude figures on walls.
Sure. How can I help?
Work with me, please, to find and secure these treasures. I've been researching the local private book collections. If I'm right, many priceless volumes may be found all around the city. Of course, many of the dwellings are now infested by these horrible creatures of the night. That's where you come in. Here, take this list. Each title on it corresponds to one of the many facets of humanity. Fail to save them, and the diamond of mankind will dull and shatter like cheap glass. Remember, we are not simply creatures of flesh and blood, but also of mind and ideas. I am charging you with the salvation of the very spirit of man.
Right. I'm off then. Hey, Albert. I got a question for you.
You know I appreciate a curious mind, my boy. Ask away.
Do you have any books on ciphers or code breaking?
Oh, a fascinating subject. Are you familiar with Alan Turing? He pioneered code breaking, and in fact is considered the man who invented computers back in World War II. Brilliant man. And what thanks did he get from his government? Chemical castration, and an ignoble death. Poor man.
Well, just looking for some books, Albert.
Of course. Looking to be more useful to the PK, are you? By all means. From what I can see, this book on the Bacon cipher should do the trick. And I have another 2 volumes on codes, if you're feeling studious. You'll be able to find them on the shelves nearby.
All right, thanks, Albert.
seen them for weeks.
Now, this is the drop point for the coded message. Now I see why they encoded this message.
Orla Castle was erected in 1115 on a wooded hill. It became part of fortifications meant to protect the inhabitants of Villador from the Vikings, who would invade by way of the river Tursawa. The castle survived not only the Scandinavian warriors' attacks, but also fires, plagues, and the world wars. It is as solid and stubborn as the inhabitants of Villador themselves. Today, Orla Castle is one of Villador's prime tourist attractions, which each year draws in thousands of visitors. Who amongst us has not wanted to feel, just for a moment, like a brave knight or beautiful princess? Still stirring up emotions are the dungeons, where they imprisoned the most dangerous rogues of their day. In all the dungeons' centuries of use, only one person managed to escape: Andrew Zarapatha. This seemingly docile accountant was sentenced to 15 years of prison for tax fraud. He had, however, one extraordinary talent. He could talk people to death, sometimes literally. Thanks to his unbearably wooden and dull tales, he was able to neutralize guard after guard and calmly walk out of the prison. What became of Andrew Zarapatha remains a mystery to this day.
You should have told me yesterday. Just did a trade for a bicycle.
I click and what?
Who did that? What just happened?
Today.
Thought about running a junior league here after hours.
I just scrubbed the deck. It's like
Tell me what's up with you instead.
Carnage.
Recently, I had the honor of getting chewed out.
You know what Kate told me about Casey?
He took the effort to do it.
Yeah, I heard. She apparently has some kind of fetish for renegade beasts.
No, that wasn't her.
Slept with one eye open every night.
That one's no good.
Give me a break.
Yeah, it's a whole new ball game with this view.
Here are your books.
Not my books, dear boy. Our books. Humanity's books. The world is collectively sighing right now due to your efforts, and it doesn't even know why. This tale, your tale, will be the next great epic, and it's only begun. Ah, the Bible. I mean, well, that's like the book, right? Few books have shaped the world as profoundly as the Bible. Hans Christian Andersen and his fairy tales. Powerful stories of virtue and resilience. Children's tales, yes, but containing wisdom for all. You have just rescued the collective unconscious of the Western world. Thanks to you, the fire in the belly of humanity burns brighter today. Let's stoke it more, shall we? Thalia there is my associate. She helps me track the collections around the city. She will point you to the next locations as I catalog the books you bring me.
Hi, Aiden. I'm Thalia. So, you're the pilgrim Albert told me is helping us rebuild humanity's library.
I am.
Albert's a wonderful man. I only hope others will appreciate what he's trying to do. We're not in the middle of the Renaissance, you know. Few people read. What about you?
What about me?
Do you read?
When I can. Not often.
Then tell me what you think. Between the Bible and Hans Christian Andersen's fairy tales, which would you consider a better guide to human behavior?
It depends on who you are, and what you need to get by, doesn't it?
Thoughtfully answered. Seems there's more to you than meets the eye. And what meets the eye is pleasing enough. You're a breath of fresh air, Aiden. We must talk again next time you bring back books for Albert. Speaking of which, here are the locations of more books.
Hey, so there's this thing.
The other day, a dude from the bazaar thanked me for our work. Moments like this remind me why I enlisted.
Get me. Cut the cage down, now.
Disloyal. Dogs are loyal. You seen a cat lately? Totally abandoned us.
No, they're smart. They're hiding. Before the fall, my family lived in government housing, down in Houndfield.
Track that down. You hear that? No. Is it? This is bad fucking news.
Got another corpse.
Embarrassing.
See? I'm going!
Yeah.
Earned 1 degree, then another. Gave up on a 3rd degree. Managed a PhD. Look at me now. I'm hitting trees with an axe.
Oh shit, it's got me!
You want money? I'll give you money. Just let me go.
People are already enlisting. We'll get even more when we boost the signal.
Morning, Pilgrim.
It rains for a moment, and everything starts to corrode. I filed a complaint about the dam.
My name ending up in some memorial down.
And can you imagine why I got preliminary approval for unloading? Come on, girl.
He's expensive. Used to think there was nothing
Now that was work. Moaning, guts spilling out so much.
Fucking prisoners have better conditions than we do.
You found them! My research was spot on. Here, we have the complete works of William Shakespeare. His stories are some of the most often retold and adapted in history. So universal were his themes. His tragedies were the most popular. Are we humans drawn to tragedy? Something to reflect upon. The Arabian Nights. Originally 1001 Nights. A seminal collection of stories, folk tales, and songs that span a continent over several centuries. It is a melting pot of literature, sometimes fantastical, often violent. Not unlike life in our own city. More monumental achievements secured from destruction. Let's keep at it. I believe Thalia already has readied a new list.